Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Not be smart in the happen. So, yes, you remember Bala Usman? Yeah, the lady who was the Nigerian Port Authority director. She opens up on Amaechi. Remember, she was under Amaechi. Amaechi was the Minister of Transportation. She was NPA is under the Ministry of Transportation. And what she said about Amaechi, quite disturbing. And she revealed how and why the guy was untouchable. You will seriously be surprised and shocked. Why Amaechi was untouchable as minister, Bala Usman revealed after her removal. A former managing director of Nigerian Port Authority, Hadiza Bala Usman, has revealed that the fear of the ex-Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, was the reason why friends and associates failed to intervene when she was suspended from office in May of 2021. Bala Usman, who made the revelation in a newly released book titled Stepping on Toes, My Odysseys at the Nigerian Port Authority, she said Amaechi was not only seen as a very influential member of the government, but as a potential presidential candidate. Hence, nobody wanted to antagonize him, accusing Amaechi of orchestrating her outburst from office in February 2022 because she turned down his demand for an extension of tenure of companies providing capital drain services without due process. Balam said she found it incomprehensible that a minister makes such a demand, writing at chapter 17 of her book on Lesson That I Learned. The former NPA boss stated, "In the days after my suspension from office, many of those who would have expected to intervene didn't do that at all. People apparently saw the former Minister of Transportation as a very influential member of the government and did not want to antagonize him. They also saw him as a potential president for 2023, hence the need to align with him in the pursuit for his ambition. People are governed by self-interest, and I learned to manage my expectation of people. Some were keen to keep their relationship intact, something you didn't do enough for. Sometimes you don't do enough for them to deserve their support, while others will conclude that you should deal with your issues. Bala Usman also took a swift at the All Progressive Congress APC federal government, saying the party engaged on its promises to make positive change but never did. She decried that the party changed its manifesto, turned to a mere soundbite. She wrote, "When I was appointed, all I wanted to do was work with other stakeholders to build the Port Authority into an institution which acts strictly on procedure. I had hoped that we could restore the confidence of Nigeria and the international community in the abilities of the public sector to deliver. I have no doubt that I would get all the support needed to achieve this goal since our party, the All Progressive Congress APC, committed itself to changing Nigeria. I was never informed that we were no longer committed to that promise we made to the people, and that we have decided not to follow the rules. Even if one may be accused of being overzealous, I did what I thought was in the right thing for the administration, committed to changing Nigeria permanently and making it work for the people. We promised to follow the rule without minding whose ox we guile on the way. I never saw all these things we said we were mere sound bits or election promises are never fulfilled. I find it incomprehensible that a minister would ask that I stop a public tender process and insist on appointing a company whose contract and also has also expired without a tenure without a proper proceeding. I find the whole thing baffling. In such a situation, you may be forgiven for believing that you could push on with with the confidence of supporting for the highest office of authority, but you burst your bubbles when you discover that you are on your own and nobody was ready to work to make the country a better place. Where you don't get the woman on, now you don't see for this. So you say Amaechi was a very influential figure and nobody could touch, or people saw him as a possible president. Remember, Amaechi came second in the APC primaries. Remember? Yes, he came second. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu, nobody thought he was going to go for the presidency, you see. Everybody thought that, he was going to remain the party leader here and there and what have you. But all of a sudden, the guy woke up and said, Emilo Khan. Somebody say Emilo Khan. Yes, you got it. Emilo Khan. So as soon as he said that, that was it. Said Emilo Khan. And before you could say Jack Robinson, see where we are at. So these are possibilities of the things that are going on, and Nigerians are really shocked and surprised at the way things have turned out in the last couple of years, and how APC government turned this country into a laughing stock. Things could have been better. Things could have been better, but it's a shame to mention but the list of what has gone on. And she said APC really disgraced the country because they promised and they went back on their promises. An APC member, by the way, they went back on their promises. Amaechi, who once said he was going to deliver, asked her to stop the procedures that were in place to ensure that tenders were done decently and in order. So a lot of things have happened, and she's just coming out now after she has left office and seen that Amaechi could not possibly be the president. Now she can speak. So she has been quiet all along, can only release this since she was sure that it was not Amaechi who is going for APC. And she said APC disgraced and shamed themselves because they turned away from the very manifesto they presented to Nigerians and they became a sandbit. This is an APC person, by the way, and all she could tell you and tell Nigerians is that APC failed the country. So you've seen for yourself, when we speak, they will say, you want to fight the country, you're an enemy of the state, and APC will come at you vehemently as if, you are their enemy. And just instead of asking just simple question, what is going on? So these are some of the things that are happening, and we all just need to ensure that the truth is being dispensed and none of us, is kept down, and we move forward. So these are possibilities of things that are going on, and why nobody should keep quiet and allow the same thing to continue to happen. Yes, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.